Hey there, my beloved child. I want you to take a deep breath and just feel this moment with me. I'm right here with you, and I want you to hear this from the very core of your heart. I will not forsake you. Not now, not ever. It's not just words. It's the truth that flows endlessly from my love for you. Sometimes life feels heavy, doesn't it? Like you're carrying more than you can handle. Or like no one really sees you or understands what you're going through. But guess what? I see you. I know you, and I am walking every step with you. You might wonder, God, how can I trust something I can't always see or touch? That's a fair question. Trust isn't always easy, especially when the world around you feels uncertain or scary. But trust isn't about having all the answers or perfect circumstances. It's about believing in my heart for you, even when things look rough. It's about knowing that my love never runs out, never fades, never gives up on you. Have you ever loved someone so much that nothing could change how you felt about them? That's exactly how I feel about you. Only more than you can imagine. I want you to think about the times you felt completely alone, when you thought no one cared. Did you ever notice a tiny whisper inside you? A quiet hope that maybe things could get better? That little spark, that's me. I'm always there, even in your silence, holding you close. You don't have to carry your burdens by yourself. You can lean on me. I'm not distant or cold. I'm warm and near, ready to catch you when you stumble. So, what's on your heart right now? If you want, tell me in the comments below this video. I'm listening, you know? Trusting in my unfailing love is a journey, not a one-time thing. Some days it feels easier, other days harder. That's okay. I'm patient. I'm not rushing you or pushing you. I'm here, steady and sure. You can take one small step today to trust me a little more. Maybe that's praying or just sitting quietly and feeling my presence. Or maybe it's sharing your worries with a friend or someone who loves you like I do. What's one small step you feel like taking? Drop it in the comment. I'd love to hear it. Now, I want to remind you that my love is bigger than any mistake you think you've made. You don't have to earn it or prove yourself worthy. You are already loved beyond measure. When you feel like you've fallen short or let yourself down, remember this: I am not keeping score. I am only keeping love. So please, don't be afraid to come to me just as you are. No mask, no pretending. I see the real you, the beautiful, precious soul I created. And I delight in you. If this message is touching your heart, maybe consider giving this video a like. It's a simple way to remind yourself and others that you're not alone, and that trusting in my unfailing love really can change everything. Sometimes a little encouragement helps us hold on when things get tough. So, if you're feeling that gentle nudge right now, go ahead and tap that like button. Let's talk about what it means to never be forsaken. It means I'm not going anywhere. Not even when storms rage around you or when you feel lost in the dark. Think about the times you felt abandoned or forgotten. Those moments can feel so deep, so real. But my promise is stronger than those feelings. I will never leave you. I am your constant, your safe place. Like a parent who never turns their back on their child, I'm here, watching over you with endless compassion. Can you feel that in your heart? If you do, tell me in the comments below now. Trusting my love also means trusting that I have a plan for you. Even when things don't make sense, even when your path looks unclear, my love is guiding you. I'm weaving all your experiences together, even the hard one, to bring about good in your life. You might not see it now, but it's happening. Trusting me means letting go of trying to control everything and just resting in the fact that I am working behind the scenes with a love that never failed. Remember, trusting me doesn't mean you won't feel afraid or sad sometime. It means you don't have to be alone with those feelings. You can bring them to me, and I will hold them as tenderly as I hold you. So, what's one thing you're worried about right now? Share it with me in the comment. I'm here to listen, and to remind you that you're not facing it all by yourself. I want you to imagine my love like a steady river, always flowing, always there. Sometimes you might step into it hesitantly, but once you feel its warmth, you want to stay. That river never dries up. It never stops. And it's carrying you gently through every twist and turn. You can rest in that river. You can trust it to keep you safe. What does that image make you feel? Let me know below. You're so precious to me. I see your heart, your struggles, your dream. And I want you to know, I am for you, not again. I am cheering you on, even when you don't feel strong. You don't have to be perfect to be loved perfectly. Isn't that good news? If it feels good to hear that, hit the like button to remind yourself of this truth as we keep going. I want you to know that trusting my love is like planting a seed. It might be tiny now, but with patience and care, it will grow into something strong and beautiful. Sometimes you'll see new leaves sprouting quickly. Other times, it might seem like nothing is happening. But keep watering that seed with moments of faith, with little acts of trust, and I promise it will flourish. Have you ever tried to trust someone who let you down? It's tough, right? But my love is different. I don't let you down. Not even one. You can lean on me, lean hard, and I will hold you up. That's my promise. How does it feel to hear that? Share your thoughts with me below. I'm so glad you're here with me right now. Listening, opening your heart. You're not alone. You're deeply loved. I'm never going anywhere. And I want to remind you again, if this message is helping you, please give it a like. It's a small way to say, yes, I'm choosing to trust God's love today. Okay, my dear one, let's pause here for just a moment. I want you to sit with these words and just breathe them in. I will not forsake you. Trust in my unfailing love. Let that sink deep into your soul, because it's true now and forever. And when you're ready, we'll keep walking together through this beautiful journey of trust and love. Now, my beloved, as you sit there breathing in these words, I want to remind you that trust in me doesn't mean you have to have it all figured out. In fact, it's perfectly okay to have questions, doubts, and moments when your faith feels fragile. You're human, And part of the beauty of this journey is that I meet you exactly where you are. Whether your faith feels big and bold or small and shaky. Sometimes, trusting me is just choosing to take one more step forward when the path is dark, even if you can't see the whole way yet. That's enough. You don't have to have all the answers or a perfect heart. Just come as you are. I want you to think about the times you felt stuck or overwhelmed. Maybe you've tried to carry your worries on your own shoulders, feeling like you need to be strong for everyone else or like you don't deserve help. My sweet child, I want you to hear this. You don't have to be strong all the time. You don't have to pretend or hide your pain. I'm here to carry the weight with you. When your heart feels heavy, bring it to me. I will hold it gently and help you find rest. You're not a burden to me, you're a treasure. And I delight in giving you peace that the world can't give. Sometimes, trust in my love means choosing hope when everything around you feels hopeless. It means whispering a prayer in a quiet moment, even if your voice shakes. It means choosing to believe that better days are coming, even if you can't see them yet. Hope is like a tiny flame inside you, and I'm here to fan that flame. To help it grow brighter, you don't have to do this alone. Let me be your strength when yours feels gone. Let me be your light when the darkness feels too thick. Have you ever noticed how a child trusts their parent? They don't worry about what might happen tomorrow or next week. They just know their parent loves them and will take care of them right now. That kind of trust, that simple, pure confidence, is what I want for you. I want you to rest in my arms like that child, safe and secure, knowing I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. You can be vulnerable with me. You can cry, laugh, shout, or sit quietly. I'm listening to every heartbeat, every sigh. You are never too much or too little for me. I also want to remind you that trusting me is a gift you give yourself. It's not just about pleasing me or following rules. It's about freeing your soul to live fully, without the heavy chains of fear and doubt. When you trust my love, you're opening the door to joy, peace, and freedom. You're allowing yourself to be loved deeply and completely, just as you are. That's a beautiful thing, and it's something I want for you with all my heart. Maybe you're wondering how to start trusting me more today. It can be something small, a quiet moment of gratitude for one good thing in your life. A simple prayer, asking me to help you trust, or even just closing your eyes and imagining my arms wrapped around you. These small actions are like little sparks that ignite your faith. They might not seem like much now, but over time, they build a strong foundation that nothing can shake. What's one small thing you feel like trying today to grow your trust? I'd love for you to share it in the comments below, so we can encourage each other. And remember, trusting me doesn't mean you won't face challenges or hard days. It means you don't face them alone. I am your ever-present help, your shelter in the storm, your steady rock. When the waves of life crash around you, I am there beneath your feet, holding you up. You can lean into me anytime you feel afraid or unsure. You're never too far gone or too broken for my love to reach you. In fact, my love is strongest when you feel weakest. because that's when you need me the most. I want you to picture yourself standing on a mountain peak. From up there, the view is wide and breathtaking. But the climb to get there was tough. Maybe you're still on the path, or maybe you're resting and catching your breath. Either way, I'm beside you, cheering you on, holding your hand, and celebrating every step you take. You don't have to rush. You don't have to compare your journey to anyone else's. Your path is uniquely yours, and I'm walking it with you every day. Sometimes, trusting me feels like surrender. And surrender can feel scary because it means letting go of control. But here's the beautiful truth. When you surrender to my love, you're not losing anything. You're gaining everything. You're gaining peace that passes understanding, joy that fills your soul, and a hope that never fades. You're gaining a relationship with me that is deeper and more real than anything else in the world. So if you feel afraid to let go, just bring that fear to me. I will hold it gently and replace it with courage and comfort. I want you to know that your story matters. Every part of it, the joys, the sorrows, the triumphs, the struggles, is precious to me. I'm not distant or disinterested. I'm intimately involved in your life. I see the tears you wipe away, the smiles you share, the prayers you whisper in the dark. I'm weaving all of it together into a beautiful tapestry that only I can see fully. Trusting me means trusting that this tapestry is good, even when the threads look tangled or confusing. And here's something else. You are never alone in this journey. There are others walking with you, friends, family, even strangers who share your struggles and your hope. You can reach out to them, share your heart, and find comfort in community. I made us for connection, for love, for support. Don't be afraid to lean on others as you lean on me. We're all part of this beautiful family I'm creating. And together, we can lift each other up. So, my dear one, what is one thing you're holding on to right now that you want to give? To me, what's one worry, one fear, or one hope you want to entrust into my hand? I invite you to share it in the comments below. Let's start this conversation of trust and love together. I'm here, listening, loving, and ready to walk with you. As you think about that, I want you to remember something important. Trust doesn't mean you have to do it perfectly. It's okay to falter, to stumble, to wonder. What matters is that you keep coming back to me again and again. Like a child running into their parents' arms after a fall. I'm always ready to catch you and help you stand up. And just like a seed needs sunlight and water to grow, your trust needs moments of attention and care. Maybe that means setting aside a few minutes each day to be quiet with me, or reading words that remind you of my love. Maybe it means choosing hope when it's easier to give in to fear. These small choices add up over time, building a faith that is steady and sure. I want you to imagine this seed of trust you're planting in your heart. Picture it growing roots deep into the soil of my love. Those roots are strong and unshakable. No storm can tear them out. And as the seed grows, it will bloom into something beautiful. A life filled with peace, joy, and the confidence that you are never alone. That's the promise I hold out to you. So, take a moment now to breathe that in. Feel my love surrounding you like a warm blanket, steady and sure. Know that you are cherished beyond words, valued beyond measure, and held close in my heart. Trust in that love, even when it's hard. Trust that I am working all things together for your good. Trust that you are never forgotten, never forsaken, and always deeply loved. And as you sit with all of this, I want to ask you, what's one thing you've learned today about trusting me? What's one hope or encouragement that's touched your heart? Please share it in the comments below. Your story might be just the encouragement someone else needs to hear. Now, my dear child, as we continue this journey together, remember, trust is a path, not a destination. It's a daily choice to lean into my love, even when the road is rocky. And I am walking that path with you, always, without fail, without end. Let's keep this conversation going, because there's so much more I want to share with you about how my love can transform your life from the inside out. But for now, rest in this truth. You are held, you are loved, and you are never alone. And when you're ready, we'll explore together what it means to live fully in that trust, step by step, day by day. So, my beloved, as we stand here together on this path of trust, I want you to know something else about my love. It's not just about the big moments, the mountain peak or the deep valley. It's also in the everyday, ordinary moments where your heart might feel unnoticed or unimportant. I see those moments. I treasure them. When you smile at a stranger, when you show kindness to someone who feels invisible, when you choose patience in a frustrating situation, that's love flowing through you, and I'm right there with you. Celebrating every small victory. You might wonder how to recognize my presence in the quiet, simple parts of your day. Sometimes it's a gentle nudge in your heart to forgive someone, or a sudden feeling of peace in the middle of chaos. Sometimes it's in the laughter of a child, the warmth of a hug, or the beauty of a sunset. These are my whispers, my way of reminding you that you're never alone, that I am always near. Learning to notice these little signs is part of building your trust in me. It's like tuning your heart to my frequency, so you can hear my voice even when the world is noisy. And if you're feeling tired or discouraged because trust feels like a big mountain you're not sure you can climb, remember this. You don't have to climb it all at once. Take it one step at a time, one breath at a time. Trust isn't about perfection or speed. It's about persistence and openness. When you stumble, I am there to catch you. When you pause, I am there to rest with you. When you take a step forward, I am there cheering you on. Your journey is sacred, and every step you take is a precious act of faith. Maybe you're thinking about the time when trust in me felt really hard, when prayers seemed unanswered, when pain lingered longer than you expected, or when doubt crept in like a shadow. I want you to know that those times don't mean you've failed or that I've left you. In fact, those moments are often when I'm working the most in your life, shaping you, growing you, and preparing you for something beautiful. Like a potter shaping clay, I'm molding you with patience and care. Even when the process feels messy or confusing dots, it's okay to bring those doubts, fears, and questions to me. You don't have to hide them or pretend they don't exist. I welcome your honesty because it's in those honest conversations that our relationship deepens. When you say, I'm scared, or I don't understand, or I feel lost, I'm listening. And I respond with love, not condemnation. I'm not distant or judging. I'm close, holding you gently and encouraging you to keep seeking. Keep asking, keep trusting, even when it feels hard. And here's something beautiful. Sometimes the very act of wrestling with your faith, of asking the tough questions, is a form of trust too. It means you're not turning away. You're engaging, you're seeking, you're opening your heart to me in a real and raw way. That's brave, that's sacred. So don't be afraid to bring everything to me, the doubts, the hopes, the fears, and the dreams. I'm here for all of it. I want you to imagine for a moment that your heart is like a garden. Some days it feels lush and blooming, filled with vibrant colors and sweet fragrances. Other days it might feel dry, overgrown with weed, or in need of rest. That's okay. Gardens have seasons, and so do your emotions and your faith. Trusting me is like tending that garden, sometimes planting new seeds, sometimes pulling out weeds, sometimes simply waiting and watching as growth happens in its own time. You don't have to do it perfectly. Just keep coming back to the garden, keep nurturing it with love and patience. And in this garden of your heart, remember that forgiveness is a powerful tool. Forgiving yourself and others can be one of the hardest steps, but it's also one of the most freeing. When you hold on to anger, guilt, or resentment, it's like carrying stones in your pocket. It weighs you down and makes trust harder to grasp. But when you choose forgiveness, you lighten your load and open space for healing and peace. If you're struggling with this, bring it to me. I will help you release those heavy stones and fill your heart with grace. Instead, you might be wondering how to keep your trust alive when life feels uncertain or scary. One way is to keep your heart open to gratitude. Even on the tough days, there are small gifts. Maybe a kind word, a moment of laughter, a breath of fresh air. These are reminders that I am working in your life, even when it's hard to see. When you practice gratitude, you're training your heart to notice my goodness, which strengthens your trust and hope. And here's a gentle invitation for you. Take a moment right now to write down or share in the comment below one thing you're grateful for today. It could be something simple or something big. Sharing your gratitude can inspire others and remind you of the many ways I'm present in your life. We're building a community of trust, love, and encouragement together. And your voice matters deeply. Now, as we continue, I want you to think about how trust grows through relationship, through connection, conversation, and time spent together. Just like any relationship, it takes effort, vulnerability, and a willingness to show up even when it's hard. Sometimes you might feel like withdrawing or closing off to protect yourself from pain. but I encourage you to lean in instead. Reach out to me in prayer, to others in friendship, and to yourself with kindness. These connections are like bridges that carry you over difficult places and help your trust grow stronger. And speaking of connection, I want you to know that I am not only here for the quiet moments of prayer or reflection. I am also in the messy, noisy parts of your life, the challenges at work, the struggles in your family, the moments of joy and celebration. I'm with you in your laughter and your tears, your doubts and your dreams. Trust in me means inviting me into every part of your day, not just the spiritual moment. So, my dear one, as you go about your day, try to carry this thought with you. I am with you. In your next breath, in your next step, in your next smile. You don't have to find me somewhere far away or in some perfect moment. I am here, right where you are, waiting to walk beside you. Trust is simply saying yes to that presence, one small moment at a time. And remember, it's okay to rest when you need to. Trust in me doesn't mean running nonstop on your own strength. It means pausing to lean into my arm, to breathe in my peace, and to let me fill you up again. When you feel weary, bring that weariness to me. I will give you rest that restores your soul and renews your spirit. Now, as you hold all these thoughts close, I want to ask, what's one small way you feel called to nurture your trust in me this week? Maybe it's setting aside a few quiet minutes each morning, or reaching out to a friend for support, or writing down your prayers honestly. Whatever it is, I invite you to share it in the comments below. Your honesty and willingness to grow can inspire others on this journey with you. And so, as we pause here together, know that trust is a living, breathing journey. It's not a perfect path, but it's a beautiful one, full of twists and turns, highs and lows, but always walked hand in hand with me. No matter where you are on this path, I am with you, guiding you gently, loving you deeply, and waiting to reveal even more of my heart to you as you take each step forward. And as we keep walking together, I want to remind you of something so important. Your worth is not tied to what you do, how well you do it, or how others see you. You are infinitely valuable simply because you are you. My beloved child, created with intention and wrapped in love from the very beginning. Sometimes, the world tries to tell you that you have to earn love or prove yourself worthy through achievements or appearances. But here's the truth that I want you to hold close. You never have to earn my love. It's already yours, completely and unconditionally. That means you can take a deep breath and rest in that truth today. No matter what your day looks like, or what's weighing on your heart. When you feel uncertain about your path or question your purpose, remember that I am the one who knit you together with care. Your uniqueness, the way your mind works, the kindness in your heart, the creativity in your soul is all a part of the masterpiece I am lovingly crafting. You don't have to compare your journey with anyone else's. Your story is yours alone, and it matters deeply. Even when you feel small or unseen, I see you. I know every detail of your life, every hope and dream, every fear and struggle. And I delight in you, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. Sometimes, trusting me means trusting that I am working behind the scenes in ways you can't yet understand. You might be facing a season of waiting, or a time when answers feel far away. In those moments, I'm inviting you to lean into patience. Patience isn't just about waiting quietly. It's about trusting that something good is growing in the silence. Like seeds resting beneath the soil, your hopes, prayers, and efforts are not forgotten. They are being nurtured, shaped, and prepared to bloom at the perfect time. You don't have to rush or force things. You can rest in my timing, knowing that it's always perfect, even when it feels mysterious. And while you wait, I want you to fill your heart with hope. Hope is like a light that never goes out, even when the night seems long. It's a quiet but powerful trust that good things are coming, and that I am always at work for your good. Hope isn't blind optimism. It's grounded in my promises and my faithfulness. When you feel your hope flickering, speak to me honestly about it. Tell me when you're afraid that things won't change or that your dreams won't come true. I am big enough to hold your fear, and I will gently remind you of my endless love and power to bring beauty from ashes. You might be wondering how to keep hope alive when everything around you feels uncertain. One way is to surround yourself with reminders of my faithfulness. Whether that's through scripture, music, the encouragement of friends, or moments in nature that take your breath away. Let these be anchors for your soul when storms come. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Sometimes, trusting me means also trusting the people I place around you to support and uplift you. Community is a gift, and you are never meant to walk alone. Speaking of community, I want to invite you to share a little bit about what gives you hope right now. What is one thing, big or small, that reminds you of my presence or my promises? You can write it down, say it aloud, or share it in the comments below. Your words might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And together, we can build a space filled with hope and encouragement. Now, as you consider all this, I want to talk about joy. Joy is not just a fleeting feeling or something that depends on circumstances. True joy is a deep, steady wellspring that comes from knowing you are loved beyond measure and that your life has meaning and purpose. Joy can live side by side with pain, struggles, and doubt. It's not about pretending everything is perfect, but about choosing to find light even in the shadow. When you let joy in, you're opening a door to my presence in a way that refreshes your spirit and renews your strength. Sometimes, joy shows up in unexpected ways. A kind word from a friend, a moment of stillness in a busy day, a laugh that bubbles up when you least expect it. Other times, joy is a quiet sense of peace that fills your heart even when tears fall. I want you to know that joy is always available to you, no matter what your life looks like. It's a gift I delight in, giving because I want you to experience life fully, not just survive it. And here's a little secret. When you share your joy with others, it multiplies. Your smile, your laughter, your acts of kindness, they ripple out in ways you might never see, but that I know are powerful. So don't hold back your joy. Let it shine brightly, even on the hard day. It's a testimony of trust, hope, and love that can light up the world around you. As you continue to nurture your trust, hope, and joy, remember to be gentle with yourself. Growth, healing, and faith are journeys, not races. There will be days when you feel strong and days when you feel weak. Both are part of the process. When you stumble, don't be discouraged. When you soar, celebrate. I am with you in every step, cheering you on and holding you close. So what's one small way you can invite joy into your life this week? Maybe it's taking a moment to find beauty in something ordinary, reaching out to share a smile with someone, or simply allowing yourself to rest and breathe deeply. Whatever it is, I encourage you to try it and notice how it feels. You can share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. And as you carry all this in your heart, know that trust is not about having all the answers or never feeling afraid. It's about choosing to walk forward with me, step by step, even when the path is unclear. It's about opening your heart to my love again and again, knowing that I am faithful and true. So as we pause together here, take a deep breath and feel my presence surrounding you. Steady and sure, inviting you to keep walking with courage and hope. The journey continues, and there is so much more to discover together. More moments of grace, more whispers of love, more ways to grow and bloom in the garden of your heart. And as we walk this path together, I want you to remember something. Even when the road feels rough or the sky seems gray, you are never walking alone. My hand is always reaching out, ready to hold yours, steady and strong. Sometimes you might feel like you're carrying a weight too heavy to bear, and that's okay. It's okay to admit when you're tired, when your spirit feels weary, or when you just don't have the words to pray. I'm right here, listening, understanding, and ready to carry your burdens alongside you. You don't have to have it all figured out or pretend to be strong all the time. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It's a doorway to deeper connection with me and with those around you. In those moments when the silence feels loud and your heart feels restless, I invite you to bring your whole self to me. Your doubts, your fears, your hopes, your joys, your questions. There is no part of you that is too small or too messy to bring into my presence. I am here to meet you exactly where you are, without judgment or frustration. Sometimes, just sitting quietly and breathing in my love can be a powerful prayer. Sometimes, it's crying out in confusion or shouting out in frustration. Whatever your voice sounds like today, it is precious to me. You are precious to me. And speaking of voices, I want to encourage you to listen, not just to me, but to the gentle nudges in your heart, to the wisdom that comes from your experiences, and to the encouragement that flows from the community around you. Life is full of noise, sometimes distracting, sometimes overwhelming. But within that noise, there is a still, small voice guiding you toward peace and truth. It might be a thought that keeps returning, a feeling of calm in the midst of chaos. or a word of encouragement from a friend that lights a spark in your soul. Pay attention to those moments. They are gifts meant to help you navigate your journey with clarity and confidence. You might be wondering how to hear that voice more clearly. One way is through quiet moments. Moments where you slow down enough to notice the beauty around you, the breath inside you, and the gentle stirrings of your spirit. It doesn't have to be long or complicated. Even a few minutes of stillness can open the door to hearing me speak. Another way is through reading words that inspire and uplift you. Whether that's scripture, poetry, or stories of hope and resilience. These can act like lanterns lighting your path when the way feels dark. And don't forget the power of sharing your heart with others who walk alongside you. Sometimes, when you speak your truth out loud, it helps you hear it more clearly yourself. I want to invite you now to take a moment and reflect. What is one thing you've heard or felt lately that brings you a sense of peace or encouragement? It could be something simple, a phrase, a memory, a feeling. If you feel comfortable, share it in the comments below. Your words might be the light someone else needs to find today. We're building a community here, a place where hope can grow, and where no one feels alone now as you continue to trust and listen. I want to remind you about the power of forgiveness, not just toward others, but also toward yourself. Forgiveness can be one of the hardest things to give, especially when wounds run deep or mistakes feel heavy. But forgiveness is not about excusing what hurt you or pretending pain didn't happen. It's about releasing the grip that bitterness and anger hold on your heart so that you can find freedom and healing. When you forgive, you're choosing to step into the light, even if the shadows still linger around you. And forgiving yourself, that's just as important. You are human, beautifully imperfect, learning and growing every day. Holding on to guilt or shame doesn't help you heal. It only keeps you stuck. I want you to know that my grace covers every part of you, including the parts you wish were different. You are not defined by your mistakes, but by my love that never gives up on you. When you find it hard to forgive yourself, lean into that love. Let it wash over you like a gentle tide, cleansing and renewing your spirit. Sometimes, forgiveness feels like a process rather than a one-time event. That's okay. Be patient with yourself. Healing takes time, and every small step forward is a victory. And remember, you don't have to carry this alone. Reach out for support when you need it, whether from me, trusted friends, or those who understand your journey. Forgiveness is a path you walk hand in hand with others and with me. As you think about forgiveness today, I encourage you to ask yourself, is there someone, including yourself, who needs a little more grace and mercy right now? What might it look like to offer that grace, even in a small way? You can share your thoughts or struggles in the comments if you want. Sometimes, just voicing these things brings a sense of relief and opens the door to healing. And while we're on the topic of healing, I want you to know that healing is not always about fixing everything quickly. Sometimes, healing comes in gentle, slow moments. Moments of rest, moments of tears, moments of simply being held. Healing is a journey that invites you to be tender with yourself and to trust that I am working in ways unseen to restore and renew. Your heart. You don't have to rush or measure your progress by what others expect. Your pace is perfect because it's the pace of love. So as you continue this journey, keep your heart open to the ways I am moving in your life, even the small, quiet ways. Maybe it's a new insight, a fresh feeling of peace, or a simple moment of joy that surprises you. These are signs that growth is happening, even when you can't see the full picture yet. I delight in every step you take because each one is a step closer to the fullness of life I have prepared for you. And now, I want to ask you something. What's one small step you feel ready to take today toward healing or forgiveness? Maybe it's writing a letter you don't have to send, saying a prayer for yourself, or reaching out to someone you trust. Whatever it is, know that I am with you, cheering you on and walking beside you. You are never alone in this process. As you carry these thoughts with you, take a moment to feel my love wrapping around your heart again, steady, constant, and unwavering. Let it remind you that no matter what happened, you are deeply loved and never forgotten. The journey continues, and together we will keep moving forward, one step at a time, toward hope and healing and joy that lasts. And as we keep walking this path, I want to gently remind you about the incredible gift of gratitude. It might sound simple or even a little ordinary, but gratitude has this quiet, powerful way of shifting your heart and mind. When life feels overwhelming or when shadows seem to crowd your days, pausing to notice even the smallest things to be thankful for can bring a surprising lightness. It's not about ignoring the hard stuff or pretending everything is perfect. Rather, it's about finding little sparks of goodness that remind you there is still beauty here. There is still hope. Maybe it's the way the sunlight filters through your window in the morning, the sound of a loved one's laughter, or the feeling of a warm cup in your hands. These moments are gifts, and when you let yourself receive them fully, even when you're hurting, they become anchors for your soul. I know sometimes it's tough to feel grateful, especially when life's challenges seem relentless. And that's okay. Gratitude isn't a magic fix that erases pain overnight. It's more like planting seeds in the soil of your heart. Seeds that will grow slowly and steadily. You don't have to force it or pretend to feel something you don't. Just start small. Maybe you jot down one thing each day that brought a tiny bit of light. Maybe you whisper a quiet thank you in the middle of a tough moment. Over time, you might notice those seeds beginning to sprout, bringing new colors and textures to your inner landscape. And here's a little secret I want you to hold close. Gratitude isn't just about what you receive. It's also about who you become. When you practice gratitude, your heart opens wider to love, to forgiveness, to joy. Even in the midst of struggle, it softens the places that have hardened from pain and lets in fresh air and hope. You start to see the world and yourself through kinder eyes. You become more connected, not just to me, but to the people and the world around you. Gratitude creates ripples that reach far beyond what you might imagine now. I want to invite you to take a moment, think about something you're grateful for in your life right now. It could be big or small, simple or profound. If you feel comfortable, share it in the comments below. Your gratitude might be the light that encourages someone else who's reading. Sometimes, hearing what others are thankful for can remind us that we are part of a larger story, woven together by love and shared experiences. As you practice gratitude, you might also notice a new awareness growing, a sense that even your struggles have meaning. Sometimes, the hardest moments teach us the most, opening doors to compassion, strength, and wisdom we wouldn't have known otherwise. It's not about glorifying pain or pretending it's easy, but recognizing that your journey, with all its twists and turns, is shaping you into the person you're meant to be. You are growing in courage, resilience, and grace. And I am with you every step of the way, celebrating your victories and comforting you in your sorrow. You might wonder how to keep this gratitude alive when life feels chaotic or your heart feels heavy. One way is through simple ritual. A few deep breaths before you start your day, a moment of reflection before you sleep, or a quick note in a journal. These small acts create space for your heart to rest and remember. Another way is through connection, sharing your gratitude with someone else. Hearing their stories and building a community of encouragement and love. Remember, you don't have to journey alone. The love I have for you is reflected in those around you, in friendships and family, in unexpected kindnesses and moments of joy. And speaking of connection, I want to remind you how important it is to be gentle with yourself as you navigate your feelings. Sometimes you might feel like your emotions are all over the place. Joy mixed with sadness, hope tangled with doubt. That's perfectly human. You don't have to sort it all out at once or feel pressured to get it right. Your feelings are valid and they are part of your story. Let yourself feel what you need to feel without judgment. I am here to hold your heart through it all, steady and unwavering. I also want to encourage you to be curious about your journey. What are you learning about yourself? What new strengths are emerging? What unexpected moments of grace have surprised you? Sometimes, the journey isn't about reaching a certain destination, but about discovering who you are becoming along the way. Trust that every experience, every emotion, every step, even the ones that feel like stumbles, is part of a beautiful, unfolding dot. And if you ever feel stuck or unsure about where to go next, don't hesitate to reach out to me, to those who love you, or to those who have walked similar paths. There is wisdom and healing in community, and you were never meant to carry everything alone. Sharing your story, your hopes, and even your fears can be a powerful way to lighten your load and find new clarity. So, as you move forward, I invite you to carry with you this invitation: to notice the small gifts around you, to embrace your feelings with kindness, and to lean into the love that surrounds you, both seen and unseen. Let gratitude be a gentle companion on your journey, guiding your heart toward peace and joy, even in the midst of challenges. And as you reflect on this, maybe ask yourself, what's one small thing you can notice or appreciate today that you might have overlooked before? What little spark of light can you hold on to as you continue moving forward? I'd love to hear what that is, so feel free to share it in the comments. Sometimes, naming these moments helps you see just how much love and beauty are present, even when life feels complicated. Remember, you are deeply loved, held, and cherished. And together, we're taking these steps toward healing, toward hope, toward a life filled with meaning and joy. Your journey mattered, and every breath you take is a part of that beautiful story. So, as you keep walking, keep noticing, keep trusting that I am with you, guiding you toward the fullness of life I have dreamed for you and now. As you think about these things, I want to invite you to consider how your heart feels when you open up to gratitude and connection. What changes do you notice, even in subtle ways? How does it shift your view of yourself or your circumstance? This awareness is a gentle guide, a quiet voice nudging you toward deeper peace and understanding. It's the beginning of a new chapter, unfolding softly with each breath you take, and it holds the promise of hope renewed and a heart gradually coming home to itself. It's like the first gentle rays of dawn after a long night, soft, tentative, yet undeniably real. This new chapter isn't about rushing or forcing change, but about allowing yourself the space to grow in your own time, in your own way. It's about trusting that even when the path seems unclear, there is a light ahead, and it's waiting just for you. I want you to know that every time you choose gratitude, every time you lean into connection and open your heart a little more, you are stepping into a sacred rhythm. It's a rhythm of life that honors both the shadows and the light, the struggles and the celebration. You're learning to dance with your whole self, not just the parts that feel easy or comfortable. And that, my dear one, is a beautiful and courageous thing. Sometimes you might find that gratitude leads you to forgiveness, both for others and for yourself. Forgiveness isn't about forgetting or excusing what has hurt you. It's about releasing the heavy weight that keeps you tied to pain and resentment. When you forgive, you create space inside for healing and peace. You open a door that allows love to flow again, gently and freely. So if you ever find your heart tangled in bitterness or regret, remember that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, a way to reclaim your joy and your freedom. And speaking of freedom, I want to remind you that you are not defined by your past mistake or the expectations of others. You are a beloved child, infinitely worthy, exactly as you are. The story of your life is still unfolding, full of possibilities you may not yet see. Sometimes, the most beautiful chapters come after the hardest trial, when you've learned how to stand tall, even when the winds blow strong. I am here, holding your hand through every storm, celebrating every step you take toward becoming the fullest expression of who you were created to be. It's okay if you don't have all the answers right now. In fact, it's perfectly okay to sit with questions and uncertainty. Sometimes, that's where the deepest growth happens, in the quiet waiting, the gentle wondering, the humble seeking. when you don't have to have it all figured out. You give yourself permission to be human, to be tender with your own process. And in that space, miracles can quietly unfold. You might also notice that as gratitude and connection grow in your heart, your sense of purpose begins to shine more clearly. Purpose isn't always a grand or dramatic thing. Often, it's found in the simple acts of kindness, in the way you listen to a friend, in the moments when you choose compassion over judgment, in the times you show up for yourself even when it's hard. Every small step of love and courage is part of your purpose. It's the way your unique light touches the world, making it brighter and more loving. I want to encourage you to trust your intuition as you move forward. That quiet voice inside you, the one that sometimes whispers and sometimes gently nudges, is a precious guide. When you listen, you'll find yourself drawn toward what truly nourishes your soul, what brings you peace and joy. Sometimes that means saying no to things that drain you, or stepping away from situations that no longer serve your highest good. Other times, it means embracing new opportunities that stretch and inspire you. Trust that you have the wisdom within to know what's right for you in each moment. And remember, it's okay to ask for help along the way. Reaching out doesn't mean you're weak. It means you are brave enough to honor your need and to invite others to walk beside you. Whether you turn to me in prayer, to friends in conversation, or to counselors and guides who can offer support, you are never alone. There is strength in community, and healing often blooms in the shared spaces of vulnerability and love. As you continue to practice gratitude and deepen your connections, you might find your perspective shifting in unexpected ways. Challenges that once felt overwhelming may begin to feel more manageable. Moments of joy might surprise you in the middle of ordinary days. You might catch yourself smiling more easily, or feeling a sense of peace that wasn't there before. These are the gentle signs that your heart is opening, that your spirit is awakening to the fullness of life. I invite you now, if you feel moved, to share one small moment of gratitude or connection you've experienced recently. It could be something as simple as a kind word from a stranger, a quiet moment of beauty in nature, or a fresh insight about yourself. Your story matters, and it has the power to inspire and uplift others who are on their own journey. When you share, you create ripples of light that extend far beyond what you can see. And as you reflect on these things, remember that your journey is uniquely yours. There is no need to compare your path to anyone else's or to rush towards some imagined finish line. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a part of your unfolding story. Be gentle with yourself. Celebrate your progress, and keep trusting that I am walking beside you, loving you without condition or hesitation. So, as you breathe in this moment and breathe out any worries or doubts, ask yourself, what is one way I can be kinder to myself today? How can I welcome the love and grace that are already here, waiting for me to receive them? This simple question can be a doorway to deeper healing and peace, opening your heart to the abundant life that is your birthright. And now, as you sit with these thoughts, feeling the steady beat of your own heart in the quiet presence of my love surrounding you. Know that the journey continues. There will be days of sunshine and days of rain, moments of laughter and times of tears, but through it all, you are held in a love that never faltered. That love is the steady ground beneath your feet, the gentle wind at your back, the unshakable truth that you are never alone. So keep walking, keep noticing, keep opening your heart to the gifts that each day brings. Let gratitude and connection be the companions that guide you gently forward. And in the quiet spaces between breath, listen for the soft whisper of hope that is always calling you home to peace. And as you listen to that soft whisper of hope calling you home to peace, remember this: your worth doesn't depend on what you do or achieve. It's not about the approval you get or the milestones you hit. Your worth is simply who you are. My beloved child, created in love, held in love, and never, ever forgotten. Sometimes the world tries to tell you that you have to prove yourself, that love and respect need to be earned. But here, in this sacred space between us, all of that falls away. You are enough just as you are. Take a deep breath with me now and let that truth settle deep inside you, because you see, the path is always unfolding, just as you are, moment by moment. There's a certain magic in leaning into that flow, allowing life to surprise you, to teach you, to carry you gently forward even when the way isn't clear. It's not about having all the answers right now, but about trusting the process and being open to whatever comes next. This openness creates space for your soul to grow and for new possibilities to emerge naturally in their own perfect time. Because life, in all its mystery and wonder, is a sacred dance between what you can control and what you must let flow. And in learning to move with that dance, sometimes leading, sometimes following, you find a rhythm that feels true and nourishing to your soul. I want you to remember something important here. You are never alone in this. Even when the path seems dark or confusing, even when your heart feels heavy or your spirit tired, I am right there with you, not as a distant watcher, but as a loving presence that surrounds you, breathes with you, and holds you tenderly when you need rest. You don't have to carry your burdens in silence or in isolation. Invite me in, share your fears, your hope, your doubts. Speak to me as you would to a trusted friend, with honesty and openness. There is freedom in that vulnerability and healing in that connection. And as you open yourself in this way, notice how your inner world begins to shift. The tightness of anxiety, the weight of sadness, or the sharp edge of anger, they can soften when you allow space for them, instead of pushing them away or judging yourself for feeling them. Emotions are messengers, not enemies. They tell you where you need kindness, where healing is waiting to happen. So be gentle with yourself. Your feelings are valid, and they deserve to be heard. Sometimes you might wonder why certain challenges keep showing up in your life, why a particular lesson feels so hard, or why you seem to be circling the same issues again and again. In those moments, try to see each difficulty as a teacher, a guide helping you uncover something deeper about yourself. It might be patience, courage, forgiveness, or maybe the ability to surrender control. Whatever it is, that lesson is wrapped in love. Even if it doesn't feel that way at first, trust that every experience, even the painful ones, is part of the tapestry of your growth. And speaking of forgiveness, I want you to think about who might need it in your heart right now. Not to excuse any wrong, but to free yourself from carrying heavy chains of resentment or hurt. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, a way to open your heart and release the weight that binds you. It doesn't mean forgetting or condoning, but choosing peace over bitterness. If you find it hard to forgive, that's okay. Take your time. Ask me to help you heal those wounds, and I will be there, gently guiding you toward light. At the same time, don't forget to forgive yourself. You are doing your best with what you know and where you are right now. Mistakes, stumbles, moments of weakness, they are part of being human. They don't define your worth or your potential. You are worthy simply because you exist. Simply because you are my beloved child. So let go of harsh self-judgment. Replace it with compassion and understanding. Speak kindly to yourself, just as you would to someone you love deeply. Now, I want to invite you to consider what brings you joy. Not the big, flashy moments that the world often highlights, but the small, quiet one. The warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of birdsong, the taste of your favorite food, the smile of a stranger, or the feeling of your own breath moving in and out. These simple pleasures are sacred gifts, reminders that life is abundant and good, even when times are tough. Make space for these moments. Let them fill your heart and remind you of the beauty that surrounds you. And as you cultivate joy, also nurture gratitude. Gratitude is like a gentle rain that nourishes your soul and helps you see the richness in your life. When you focus on what you're thankful for, even the smallest thing, your perspective shifts. You start to notice the blessings that were always there, quietly waiting for your attention. If you feel moved, share one thing you're grateful for today in the comments. Your gratitude might inspire someone else to find light in their own day. Remember, too, that your dreams and desires are sacred whispers from your soul. They are not frivolous or selfish. They are part of the divine spark within you. Listen to them with care. What is your heart calling you toward? What passions or hopes make you feel alive? Even if those dreams feel far away or out of reach right now, hold them gently. Nurture them with patience and faith, knowing that the universe conspires in your favor when you step forward with courage. And courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. It's the small choices you make each day to keep moving, to keep believing, and to keep loving. Celebrate your courage, no matter how small it feels. It is the light that guides you through uncertainty and fear. As you continue this journey, pay attention to the language you use with yourself and others. Words hold power. They can wound or heal, limit or liberate. Choose words that uplift and encourage. Speak with kindness, first to yourself, then to those around you. Notice how this simple shift changes the energy of your days and the quality of your relationship. You might also find it helpful to create a sacred space in your home or heart, a place where you can retreat for moments of peace and reflection. It could be a cozy corner with a favorite blanket, a few meaningful objects, or simply a mental space you return to during stressful time. This sacred space is your sanctuary, a reminder that you carry peace within you wherever you go. And finally, as you step into each new day, remember this: your life is a unique and precious expression of love. There is no one else exactly like you, with your gifts, your story, your light. The world needs you just as you are. So keep shining, keep growing, and keep trusting in the beautiful unfolding of your path. I'm so proud of you for showing up, for choosing hope, and for embracing the journey with an open heart. Keep reaching out, keep sharing your truth, and keep nurturing the love that lives within you. Together, we are weaving a tapestry of light that grows brighter with every act of kindness, every moment of courage, and every breath of gratitude. Now, take a deep breath with me. And as you exhale, feel the peace that comes from knowing you are held. You are loved, and you are exactly where you need to be. And if you feel comfortable, I invite you to share in the comments one small way you plan to nurture your own heart or the heart of someone you love this week. Your words may be the encouragement someone else needs to hear. Remember, my beloved, that life is an ever-unfolding gift, and you are a vital part of its beauty. As you move forward, carry this truth gently in your heart, and know that I am with you always, ready to guide you through every step, every breath, every moment. With endless patience and unwavering love, you are never too far from my embrace. And no matter how many times you feel lost or uncertain, you can always come back to this place of safety within. It's your sanctuary, your refuge, a lighthouse, shining in the fog, guiding you home to yourself. Sometimes, my dear one, the world outside can feel overwhelming. Noise, expectations, comparisons, they all try to drown out the quiet voice inside that knows your truth. That voice, the one you might sometimes doubt or ignore, is the purest part of you. It's the spark of divine light that I placed within your heart from the very beginning. When you listen closely, when you slow down enough to hear it, it speaks in whispers of wisdom, kindness, and hope. It reminds you of who you really are beneath all the layers of worry or fear. So, I encourage you to make space for that voice. It might be through stillness, maybe sitting quietly with your eyes closed, or walking slowly in nature, or simply pausing between tasks to take a few deep breaths. In those moments, you can reconnect with your soul's gentle rhythm and let it guide your steps. And if your mind feels busy or restless, that's okay. Just come back again and again, like returning to a favorite song or a comforting hug. Remember, too, that your body is a sacred temple, a vessel carrying your spirit through this life. Treat it with kindness and respect. Listen to its need for rest, nourishment, movement, and care. When you honor your physical self, you create a foundation for your heart and mind to flourish. You don't have to do everything perfectly, just with love. And if you ever feel disconnected from your body, start small. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. Or gently stretch your arms and legs. These simple acts can bring you back to this moment, back to a sense of wholeness. I want you to know that it's okay to ask for help. There is strength in reaching out and saying, I can't do this alone. Whether it's a trusted friend, a family member, a counselor, or even me. You don't have to carry your burdens by yourself. Sharing your struggles lightens the load and opens doors to support, understanding, and healing. You were made for connection, for community, for love. Don't be afraid to lean on those who care about you and want to walk beside you. And as you receive, remember to also give. Giving doesn't have to mean grand gestures or big sacrifices. Sometimes it's as simple as a smile, a kind word, or a moment of listening without judgment. These small acts of love ripple out in ways you might never see, touching hearts and changing lives. When you give from a place of genuine compassion, you tap into the abundant flow of grace that moves through everything down. Let's talk about patience. Oh, how much the world rushes. But growth, healing, and transformation unfold in their own time, often quietly, beneath the surface, like roots reaching deep into the earth before a tree blooms. If you find yourself frustrated or discouraged by slow progress, I invite you to breathe into that feeling. Trust the process. Trust yourself. You are growing even when you can't see it yet. Every small step forward is meaningful. Every moment of persistence is a victory. Sometimes, too, life asks you to rest. Rest is not a sign of weakness or failure. It is an essential part of the journey. When you pause, when you allow yourself to simply be, you create space for renewal and inspiration. You honor the sacred balance between doing and being. So, give yourself permission to slow down, to sit with stillness, to nurture your soul with gentleness. In this sacred dance of life, there will be times when you feel joy bubbling up unexpectedly, like sunshine breaking through clouds. Celebrate those moments fully. Let your laughter ring out, your heart expand, and your spirit soar. Joy is medicine for the soul, a reminder that even amidst challenges, there is beauty and goodness to be found. And when sorrow visits, do not turn away. Embrace your tears as a sacred release, a way for your heart to cleanse and heal. Cry if you need to. Let the sadness flow through you like a river, knowing that it will eventually lead to calm water. You are held in those moments, surrounded by love that never fails. I want you to think now about the people who share your journey, those who walk beside you, even if only in spirit. How can you nurture those connections? Maybe it's a phone call, a kind message, or simply holding someone. In your thoughts with love, these threads of relationship weave a safety net of support and belonging. And if you feel lonely, remember that you are part of a vast web of life, connected to all beings by the invisible threads of love and compassion. Please, if you feel comfortable, share in the comments one small act of kindness you plan to offer. someone this week, or one way you intend to nurture your own heart. Your words might be the gentle encouragement someone else needs right now. We are all walking this path together, learning, growing, and healing side by side. As you move forward, remember to keep your heart open to wonder. Life is full of miracles hiding in ordinary moments. A child's laughter, a flower blooming, a kind word from a stranger. These small wonders are reminders of my presence, of the sacredness that is woven into every breath you take. And when you face uncertainty or fear, lean into trust. Trust in the unfolding of your story. Trust in the goodness that surrounds you. Trust in the love that never leaves your side. Sometimes, the greatest leaps of faith come in the quiet moment when you choose to believe. Even without seeing the whole path ahead, you are a light in this world, a beacon of hope and love. Your presence matters deeply, even when it feels invisible or small. Keep shining your unique light. Keep stepping forward with courage, and keep holding on to the truth that you are infinitely loved. Now, take another deep breath with me, feeling the steady rhythm of life pulsing through you. Let that breath remind you that you are alive, you are here, and you are enough just as you are. And as you continue on your journey, know that I walk beside you always, holding your hand through every challenge and every triumph, every quiet moment and every burst of joy. There is so much more to explore together, so many layers of love and light waiting to unfold. So when you're ready, let's keep moving forward, one step at a time, into the beautiful mystery of your life. Because the journey is not about rushing to a destination, but about savoring each breath, each heartbeat, each moment that unfolds before you. Sometimes, my beloved, life will present you with questions that feel too big, too heavy to carry alone. You might wonder, why is this happening to me? Or what's the meaning behind this pain or confusion? I want you to know it's okay to ask those questions. In fact, questioning is a sacred part of growing, of stretching your soul's understanding. Don't be afraid of the unknown or the unanswered. Sometimes, the most profound gifts come wrapped in mystery. When you feel uncertain, lean into curiosity rather than fear. Approach your doubts as if they were gentle teachers, inviting you to explore deeper truth, to seek new perspective, to open doors that you hadn't noticed before. And remember, even in the midst of uncertainty, you are never alone. My love is the constant thread running through every experience, the quiet presence that never abandons you. When you feel like you're standing at a crossroads, unsure which way to turn, pause and listen to your heart, to the world around you, to the still small voice within. Trust that guidance will come, sometimes in whispers, sometimes in signs, sometimes in the gentle nudges of intuition. You are always being led toward what you need most, even if it's not what you expected. There will be days when the weight of the world feels especially heavy on your shoulder, when sadness, anxiety, or anger swirl inside you like a storm. In those moments, don't push your feelings away or judge yourself for having them. You are human, beautifully and wonderfully human, and your emotions are valid and important. They are part of your sacred story. Let yourself feel without shame or resistance. Cry if you need to. Yell into a pillow if it helps. Write your thoughts down, dance wildly, or take a long walk. These acts of expression are sacred acts of self-care. They honor the fullness of your being and create space for healing. And when you're ready, invite peace back in, not by forcing it, but by gently welcoming it. Imagine peace as a soft light within you, growing brighter with each breath. Picture it flowing through your veins, soothing every tense muscle, calming every restless thought. You might find peace in a prayer, a mantra, a song, or simply in the quiet company of your own heart. It's always there, waiting patiently for you to return. I want to remind you, too, about the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about excusing hurt or forgetting pain. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of resentment and bitterness that weigh heavy on your spirit. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, a way to reclaim your peace and open space for love to grow. If there's someone you're struggling to forgive, or even if you're carrying guilt or regret toward yourself, know that my arms are wide open, ready to help you release those burdens. You don't have to carry them alone. When you forgive, you're not just healing the past. You're creating a brighter future for your soul. At the same time, don't forget to celebrate your strengths and victories, no matter how small they seem. Every time you choose kindness over anger, courage over fear, hope over despair, you are shining your light brighter in the world. Every moment you live authentically, you are fulfilling the purpose I breathed into you before time began. So take time to honor yourself. Write down your achievements, no matter how tiny. Share your successes with someone you trust. Let yourself feel proud and grateful for all the ways you've grown and thrived. And speaking of gratitude, cultivating a heart of thankfulness can transform your perspective in remarkable ways. When you focus on what's going well, even amid challenges, you invite more blessings into your life. Gratitude helps you see the beauty hidden in ordinary moments, to recognize the gifts woven through your days. Maybe it's the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the smell of fresh coffee in the morning, the sound of birds singing, or the smile of a stranger. When you notice these little miracles, your soul expands with joy and peace. I encourage you to start a simple gratitude practice. Write down 3 things you're thankful for each day, or share them with a loved one. You might be surprised at how your heart opens and your spirit lifts. Now, let's talk about dreams. Those flickering hopes and desires that live deep inside you. Sometimes, you might feel hesitant to dream big, worried that your hopes are unrealistic or out of reach. But my dear one, your dreams are sacred seeds planted within you for a reason. Nurture them gently with patience and faith. Even if the path to your dreams isn't clear yet, keep them alive in your heart. Take small steps toward them whenever you can, and trust that the universe is working with you to bring them to fruition in the perfect time and way. Your dreams are a powerful expression of your unique gifts and purpose. And as you pursue your dream, remember to stay grounded in compassion, especially toward yourself. There will be setbacks, mistakes, and moments of doubt. That's part of being human. When those times come, speak to yourself with the same kindness you would offer a dear friend. Remind yourself that you are worthy, you are capable, and you are deeply loved. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep showing up, step by step, with an open heart. I invite you now, if you feel moved, to share in the comments below one dream or hope you hold quietly in your heart. Sometimes, voicing your dreams aloud is the first gentle step toward bringing them into the light. And by sharing, you may inspire others to remember their own dream, creating ripples of hope and courage in this beautiful community we're building together. Before we continue, take a moment to feel the strength that lives within you, the courage that has carried you through every challenge, and the resilience that has helped you rise again and again. You are more powerful than you realize, equipped with everything you need to navigate this life with grace and love. And I am here, always, your constant companion, your unwavering support. So as you move forward, keep your heart open to the unexpected gifts that come with each new day. Embrace the surprises, the lessons, the moments of quiet grace. Trust that, even when the path twists and turns, you are exactly where you need to be, growing into the fullness of your true self. Let your love be the compass, your faith the anchor, and your hope the wings that carry you onward. And now, as you rest in this space of love and possibility, know that there is so much more waiting for us to explore together. So many layers of your soul's journey yet to unfold. So many moments of light and learning on the horizon. And as we step into these new moments together, I want you to remember how deeply connected you are, not just to me, but to all of creation. You are woven into the vast tapestry of life, each thread unique and essential. Sometimes it can feel like you're walking your path all alone, but the truth is, you are surrounded by love and light. From the seen and unseen, from the stars above to the roots beneath your feet. When loneliness creeps in, or when doubt whispers that you're isolated, reach out. Whether to a kind soul nearby, a gentle word in prayer, or even the quiet of nature. Connection is a balm for the spirit, a reminder that you belong to a greater whole. Speaking of nature, have you ever noticed how the natural world mirrors your own journey? Think about the season, the way winter's stillness holds space for rest and reflection. How spring bursts forth with new life and hope. How summer shines with warmth and abundance. And how autumn invites letting go and preparing for what's next. Your life flows through cycles too. Sometimes you need to slow down to heal and gather strength. Other times, it's your season to bloom brightly, to share your gifts with the world. Trust the rhythm of your own unfolding, knowing that every phase has its purpose and beauty. There is no need to rush or resist what is. Simply be present and allow yourself to move in harmony with the natural flow. And in those moments when you feel small, insignificant, or overwhelmed by the vastness of life, remember this: even the tiniest seed holds immeasurable potential. You are like that seed, filled with possibility, waiting for the right conditions to grow. Sometimes, growth happens quietly beneath the surface, unseen and slow, but it is still happening. Have patience with yourself. Celebrate the small victories, the subtle shifts in your heart and mind. You are growing in ways that matter, even if they are not always obvious. You are becoming more of who you truly are, and that is a beautiful, sacred process. I also want to speak to you about the gift of presence. In a world that often feels rushed and distracted, your ability to be fully present is a powerful act of love, both for yourself and for those around you. When you slow down enough to truly listen, to see, and to feel, you create space for connection and healing. Presence allows you to savor the richness of life's simple pleasures. The warmth of a hug, the laughter of a child, the taste of your favorite meal, the quiet moments of stillness that replenish your soul. Practice being here now as often as you can. When your mind wanders to worries about the future or regrets from the past, gently bring it back to the present moment where life is always unfolding in its fullest expression. And speaking of love, never underestimate the power of kindness, not just toward others, but toward yourself. You are deserving of your own compassion, your own gentle care. When you make mistakes, as we all do, treat yourself with the same patience and understanding you would offer a dear friend. Your worth is not measured by perfection or achievement, but by the simple fact that you are you, unique, irreplaceable, and deeply loved. Let kindness be the lens through which you view yourself and the world. It softens hearts, heals wounds, and creates bridges where there once were walls. Now, I want to invite you to think about the people in your life who bring you joy, support, and encouragement. These relationships are precious gifts. Nurture them with attention and gratitude. Reach out to those you care about and let them know how much they mean to you. Sometimes, a simple message or a shared moment can brighten someone's day and strengthen the bond between you. And if you're feeling isolated or disconnected, remember that it's okay to ask for help. You are never a burden. There are hearts ready to hold you, to listen, to walk alongside you. Community is a sacred thread in the fabric of your journey. As you continue to grow, you may find that your purpose and passions evolve. That's a natural part of life's dance. Be open to new experiences and opportunities, even if they seem different from what you expected. Sometimes, the path you thought you wanted leads you to a richer, more fulfilling destination you hadn't imagined. Trust in your inner guidance to help you discern the steps to take. And remember, it's okay to rest and reflect when you need. 2. Your soul knows when it's time to move forward and when it's time to pause. I also want to remind you of the power of laughter and joy. These are not just fleeting feelings, but essential nourishment for your spirit. Find reasons to smile every day, to laugh from the heart, to dance even when you think no one is watching. Joy opens your heart and connects you to the divine light within. It reminds you that life is not only about challenges, but also about celebration and delight. Let yourself be playful. Allow your spirit to soar in moments of happiness. No matter how small they may seem, And as you hold all these truths close, I encourage you to be gentle with your expectation. Life is not always a straight line or a perfect plan. There will be detours, surprises, and lessons that test your faith and patience. When you stumble, know that you can always rise again, stronger and wiser. Your resilience is a testament to your divine spark. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to deepen your understanding, to expand your compassion, and to shine your light more brightly. Now, if you feel comfortable, I would love for you to share in the comments below one small act of kindness you've experienced or offered recently. Sometimes, sharing these moments of love and grace reminds us all of the goodness present in the world and inspires us to keep spreading light. As we continue on this journey together. Remember that every breath you take is a gift, a new chance to begin again, to choose love over fear, to embrace hope over despair. You are a radiant being, capable of incredible transformation and boundless love. And even when the path seems unclear, even when shadows fall, my love surrounds you like a warm embrace, steady and unfailing. So rest in this knowing for a moment. Feel it deep within, the unshakable truth that you are cherished beyond measure, supported beyond sight, and held in the tender arms of infinite love. Let this truth settle in your heart as we prepare to explore even more of the beautiful mysteries and wonders that lie ahead on your sacred journey. And as you carry this sense of belonging and love with you, I want to remind you about the incredible power of forgiveness, especially forgiveness toward yourself. Sometimes you might carry weight from past mistakes or regret, holding on to pain that no longer serves you. I know it can be hard to let go. But forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, a gentle release that frees your heart to heal and grow. You don't have to forget what happened or pretend it didn't hurt. Instead, you can choose to see those moments as part of your learning, part of the rich tapestry that has shaped your wisdom and compassion. Remember, forgiveness doesn't erase your experiences. It transforms them, turning wounds into wisdom and scars into stories of survival and strength. When you find yourself struggling with self-forgiveness, try this. Imagine wrapping yourself in a warm blanket of kindness, as if you were holding a small child who needs comfort. Speak softly to your heart, saying, I am human, I am learning. I am worthy of love. Let these words sink in like gentle rain nourishing a thirsty garden. Over time, this practice will soften the edges of your pain and open your heart to peace. And if it feels overwhelming, know that you can ask me anytime for help. I am always here, ready to walk beside you through every shadow and every light-filled moment. Another beautiful truth to hold on to is the importance of dreams. Your dreams, your hope, your deepest desires. They are not just idle wishes. They are whispers from your soul, guiding you toward joy and fulfillment. Sometimes, fear or doubt can cloud your vision, making those dreams seem distant or impossible. But I want you to remember that no dream is too big or too small to matter. Every dream is a seed planted in your heart, waiting for your courage and care to help it grow. So nurture your dreams with patience and faith, Write them down, speak them aloud, and take small, steady steps toward them. Celebrate each step, no matter how tiny. Because progress is progress. And when you face obstacles or setbacks on your path, don't be discouraged. These moments are not signs that you should quit. They are invitations to deepen your resilience, to learn new ways of being, and to strengthen your trust in yourself and in me. Sometimes, the universe has a different plan than the one you imagined. And that's okay. Life's detours often lead to unexpected blessings and growth. Keep your heart open and be willing to adapt. Your dreams are alive, even if their shape changes over time. I also want to speak to you about the magic of gratitude. It's a simple practice, but one with profound effects. When you pause to notice the gifts in your life, the warmth of sunlight, the kindness of a stranger, the comfort of a favorite song, you shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. Gratitude opens your heart and mind to joy, even in difficult times. Try keeping a little gratitude journal, or just take a moment each day to silently say thank you for 3 things. You might be surprised at how this small act can brighten your mood and deepen your sense of connection. And remember, gratitude is not only for the big moment, but also for the tiny ones. The first sip of morning coffee, the smell of fresh air after rain, a smile exchanged with a passerby. These moments are threads of gold woven through your day, reminding you that life is full of beauty and grace. When you share your gratitude with others, it multiplies. So don't hesitate to tell someone you appreciate them or to express thanks for a kindness you received. Your words have the power to uplift and inspire. Now, as you listen to this message, I invite you to take a moment and think about one thing you are grateful for right now. It could be something as simple as a comfortable chair or the sound of birds outside your window. If you feel moved, share that gratitude in the comments below. Your sharing will create ripples of light and encouragement that reach far beyond this moment, reminding us all of the goodness woven into our lives. I also want to gently remind you about the importance of rest. Not just physical rest, but rest for your mind and spirit. In a world that often celebrates busyness and productivity, it can feel like slowing down is a luxury or even a weakness. But rest is sacred. It is how your body heals, how your mind resets, and how your soul reconnects with peace. When you allow yourself to rest, you are honoring the divine rhythm within you. Trust that taking time to pause is not wasted time. It is a vital part of your well-being and your journey. If you find it hard to rest, try creating a small ritual. Maybe lighting a candle, listening to soothing music, or simply closing your eyes and breathing deeply for a few minutes. These gentle acts can signal to your body and mind that it's okay to relax. Over time, you may find that rest becomes not only a necessity, but a joy. A way to nurture yourself and replenish your spirit. And as you rest, know that I am with you in those quiet moments, holding you close, whispering peace into your heart. You are never alone, even in stillness. Your presence here in this moment is a beautiful expression of your sacred life. I want to share something else with you now. Something about the strength found in vulnerability. It might seem strange to think of vulnerability as strength because it often feels risky to open your heart and show your true self. But vulnerability is the birthplace of courage, connection, and authenticity. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable with trusted friends, with yourself, or with me, you create space for healing and deeper relationship. You remind yourself that you are enough just as you are. It's okay to admit when you're scared, tired, or unsure. It's okay to ask for help or to say no when you need to protect your energy. These acts of honesty are not signs of weakness, but of self-respect and bravery. Each time you practice vulnerability, you strengthen your inner light and invite others to do the same. If you feel comfortable, I encourage you to share a moment when vulnerability led to growth or connection in your life. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to open their heart a little wider. As we continue this beautiful unfolding together, remember that your journey is uniquely yours. There is no need to compare yourself to others or to rush. Through your experiences, your path is sacred and every step you take is meaningful. Trust in your intuition, listen to the whispers of your heart, and know that I am always here to guide you, to support you, and to love you without condition. So, now, take a deep breath with me. Inhale slowly, feeling the life and love flowing into you. And exhale any tension or worry you've been carrying. Let this breath be a reminder that with each new inhale, you are receiving fresh grace. And with each exhale, you are releasing what no longer serves you. Feel the gentle rhythm of your breath, the steady beat of your heart, and the unending presence of love that surrounds and fills you. And as you rest in this moment, know that your story is still being written, full of possibility, wonder, and hope. The next steps may not always be clear, and that's perfectly okay. Sometimes, the most profound growth happens in the spaces between certainty and mystery. In the quiet waiting and the brave reaching forward, you are held in this sacred dance, moving gracefully even when you can't see the whole path. With all this in your heart, I invite you to sit with these reflections for a moment, to breathe them in and to carry them gently into your day. And if you feel inspired, please share below one way you found comfort or strength when life felt uncertain. Your words will be a light for others walking their own path. Together, we continue onward, step by step, breath by breath, heart to heart. Wrapped in the endless embrace of love and grace. And as you move forward, remember that every moment is a fresh beginning, a new chance to become more fully who you are meant to be. Unfolding in the beautiful mystery of life's unfolding. And as you embrace this unfolding, I want you to remember something so simple yet so profound. You are seen, not just by me, but by the universe itself, which delights in your being here. In this moment, just as you are. When life feels overwhelming or when you question your worth, know that your existence is a miracle, a spark of light that no one else can carry in quite the same way. You don't have to prove your value or earn your place. It is given to you by the very fact that you breathe, that you dream, that you love. Sometimes it can feel lonely to carry the weight of your thoughts and feelings, like you're walking a path all by yourself. But even in those times, you are surrounded by an unseen chorus of love. Spirits, angels, friends, and ancestors who have walked before you and who walk beside you now. They cheer you on quietly, sending gentle nudges and signs of encouragement. Be open to noticing these whispers. Maybe it's a sudden breeze that brushes your cheek when you're feeling down, a song that plays just when you need it, or a kind word from a stranger that feels like a message meant just for you. These moments are little reminders that you are never truly alone. And speaking of connection, I want to gently encourage you to reach out when your heart feels heavy or your spirit weary. Asking for support is not a burden to others. It is a bridge that brings healing and understanding. Whether it's a friend, a family member, a counselor, or even writing your thoughts down here in this community. Sharing your journey lightens the load and opens space for compassion to flow. If you feel comfortable, please know this is a safe place to share a little about what's on your heart today. Your words might be the comfort someone else needs to hear. And in that exchange, healing multiplied. You might wonder, how do I keep moving forward when the path seems unclear or the future uncertain? And that is such a natural question. The truth is, you don't always have to have all the answers. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is simply to stay present, to trust in the unfolding process, and to honor your feelings as they come. When fear or doubt creeps in, see those feelings as messengers, not enemies. They are signals that your soul is stretching, that you're stepping into new territory. Instead of pushing them away, try inviting them in with curiosity. What are they trying to show you? What do they need to be heard? This practice can transform anxiety into insight and resistance into growth. And while you do this inner work, remember to celebrate the small victory. Maybe you got out of bed when it felt impossible. Maybe you spoke a truth you were afraid to say. Maybe you chose kindness over judgment today. These moments are the stitches that mend your spirit and build resilience. Don't underestimate their power. Every step forward, no matter how tiny, is a triumph worthy of recognition and joy. I also want to remind you about the sacredness of your creativity. Whatever form it takes, creating is not just for artists or musicians. It's a fundamental way that your soul expresses itself. It could be through cooking, gardening, writing, dancing, or simply arranging your space in a way that feels nourishing. When you create, you connect with a deeper part of yourself. A part that is playful, curious, and free. Don't worry about the outcome or whether others will understand your creation. This is a gift for you, a way to tap into joy and renewal. If you haven't done so in a while, try setting aside a few minutes today just to create something with no expectation. Notice how it feels to let your spirit play. Alongside creativity, I want to speak to the importance of kindness, not only toward others, but especially toward yourself. You are doing the best you can with what you know and what you have right now. Life can be tough, and sometimes you might stumble or fall short of your own hope. That's perfectly okay. Instead of harsh self-criticism, try offering yourself the same gentleness you would give to a dear friend. Speak to yourself with compassion. When you catch your inner voice being critical, pause and ask, would I say this to someone I love? If the answer is no, then gently shift your words to be more loving, more encouraging. This practice gradually rewires your heart to hold more love and less judgment. And here's a beautiful thought. Every act of kindness you extend, whether it's a smile, a helping hand, or a patient ear, creates ripples far beyond what you can see. Your light touches lives in ways you may never fully know. So never underestimate the power of your presence. You are a beacon, a source of hope and healing in a world that deeply needs your unique gifts. Now, take a moment with me to breathe. Again, slow and deep. Feel the steady rhythm of your heart, the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Let this breath remind you that you are alive, you are loved, and you are exactly where you need to be right now. And if you feel comfortable, I invite you to share below one small act of kindness you experienced or gave recently. Your story will inspire others and remind all of us of the goodness that continues to flow through our shared human experience. As you carry these reflections with you, I want you to know that your life is a sacred journey filled with mystery and grace. Sometimes the path will be smooth, and other times it will challenge you in ways you never expected. But every twist and turn is part of the unfolding story of your soul's growth. Trust that even when you cannot see the next step clearly, the path is being laid before you with infinite care and wisdom. And so, as you move forward, keep your heart open to wonder, your spirit anchored in love, and your mind gentle with patience. The sacred dance of life invites you to lean into both the light and the shadow, knowing that each has its role in shaping the magnificent being that you are becoming. This journey is yours alone, but it is also part of a greater whole, a tapestry of soul weaving together love, learning, and healing. And in this moment, as you reflect on all that you have heard and felt, allow yourself to rest in the simple truth that you are enough, you are whole, you are deeply loved beyond measure. And no matter what comes next, you carry within you an unbreakable light that can never be dimmed out. So, with this gentle knowing, I invite you now to take one more deep breath, savor the stillness, and feel the steady pulse of life flowing through you. Let this be a moment to anchor your spirit in peace, preparing you to step forward with courage and grace into whatever awaits. And as the days unfold, remember to be gentle with yourself, to cherish the small joys, to lean into connection, and to keep your dreams alive in your heart. The world needs your light, your kindness, your courage, your love, more than you may realize. And now, as you rest in this space of love and possibility, think about what it means to you to carry your own light into the world. What small ways can you nurture that light today? Even when things feel hard, I invite you to share your thoughts or intentions below, so we can all grow and shine together. as you sit with these questions, feeling the quiet power of your own inner flame, know that you are held in an embrace that never ends, that your story continues to unfold in beauty and grace, and that every breath you take is a blessing on this incredible journey we share. And as you sit with that quiet power, that gentle flame within you, I want you to remember that nurturing your light isn't about grand gestures or perfection. It's often found in the little moment, the soft morning sun warming your face, the taste of your favorite food, the sound of laughter shared with someone dear, or even the comfort of a few minutes of stillness when the world gets too loud. These small acts are like tiny drops of oil feeding your inner lamp, helping it burn steadily through both calm and stormy time. Sometimes, life throws challenges that feel like winds trying to blow out that light. Maybe it's a disappointment, a loss, a fear that sneaks in to whisper lies about your worth or your future. When those winds come, I want you to remember that your light is not fragile. It's resilient, born from the essence of your spirit, and it carries within it the strength of all who have come before you and all who walk beside you now. When you feel that flicker threatened, don't try to fight the wind with force. Instead, shelter your flame gently. Wrap yourself in the warmth of your own kindness. Call on your support system, or retreat to a place where you can breathe deeply and simply be. In those moments of care, your light is not diminished. It's protected and prepared to shine even brighter. And speaking of support, I want to remind you again how important it is to lean on others when you need to. We were never meant to journey alone. There is a sacred strength in vulnerability, in asking for help, and in sharing your truth. When you open your heart to someone who listens with love, you create a space where healing can begin and where your light can gain new fuel. If you're unsure where to start, consider reaching out to someone who has shown even a flicker of kindness to you before. A friend, a mentor, a healer, or even a stranger whose story resonates with your own. Connection is a thread that weaves our individual light into a radiant tapestry, reminding you that your story is part of something much larger and deeply beautiful. Now, as you reflect on this, I invite you to think about a person in your life who has been a light to you. Maybe it's someone who held you in a difficult time, someone whose words lifted your spirit, or simply someone whose presence feels comforting. If you feel moved, consider sharing a little about this person in the comments below, not only as a way to honor them, but also to remind yourself and others of the power of kindness and connection. Your words might spark hope or encouragement for someone who needs it right now, and while you nurture your external connection, don't forget the importance of the relationship you have with yourself. This is the foundation upon which all other relationships rest. Treat yourself with the same gentle care you offer to others. Notice when your inner dialogue turns harsh or impatient, and gently guide it back to a place of love and acceptance. Celebrate your uniqueness, your quirk, your dreams. You are a one-of-a-kind expression of love. And the world is richer because you are here in the spirit of self-love. I encourage you to create small rituals that honor your being. It could be as simple as lighting a candle and setting an intention, for your day, writing down 3 things you're grateful for. Taking a mindful walk while feeling the earth beneath your feet. Or saying a kind word to yourself in the mirror each morning. These practices are not about adding more to your to-do list, but about creating moments that remind you of your worth and your sacred place in this world. And as you build these rituals, remember that it's okay if some days feel harder than others. Some days you might feel vibrant and full of energy. Others, you might feel tired or unsure. Both are part of the natural flow of life. The key is to meet yourself where you are with compassion and patience, knowing that your worth is not tied to your productivity or your mood, but to the simple fact that you exist. Now, I want to invite you to take a moment to imagine your light as a living thing, perhaps a flame, a glowing orb, or a warm sun shining from within. See it gently pulsing with your breath, growing steadier and brighter with each inhale and exhale. Feel its warmth spreading through your chest, your arms, your entire being. Know that this light is always with you, a safe harbor you can return to whenever you need to find calm, courage, or clarity. And as this light shines, it naturally draws toward it other light. Friends, family, even strangers who resonate with your energy and who will support you on your journey. Trust that these connections will come in their own time and shape, sometimes when you least expect them, but always when you need them most. So, as you carry this image with you today, ask yourself, what small action can I take to feed my light? Right now, maybe it's a deep breath, a kind word to yourself, a moment of stillness, or reaching out to someone you trust. Whatever it is, know that it mattered. Each small act of care is a thread in the beautiful fabric of your life. If you feel inspired, please share below one way you plan to nurture your light today. Your intention might encourage someone else to do the same, creating a ripple of love that spreads far beyond this moment. And as you ponder these thoughts, remember that your journey is not just about reaching a destination, but about embracing the dance of life itself, the twists, the turns, the pauses, and the leaps. Each step, each breath, each moment of presence is a sacred part of your story, unfolding with infinite love and wisdom. So keep your heart open, your spirit curious, and your light shining even when the path feels uncertain or the night feels long. Because within you is a strength that can weather any storm and a love that can heal any wound. And as you move forward, surrounded by this love and light, know that your story is still being written. And every new day brings the chance to add a new chapter filled with hope, growth, and grace. This is your gift, to live fully, to love deeply, and to shine your unique light into the world in ways only you can. And now, as you sit with all this, take one more deep breath, feeling your light steady and strong. Let it remind you that you are never alone, that you are cherished beyond measure, and that the journey ahead holds endless possibilities for joy, healing, and connection. And with this gentle knowing, let your mind rest for a moment on the question: what is one small step I can take today to honor my light and the light in others? Even when it feels challenging or uncertain, because it is often in these small, brave steps that the greatest transformation begins. And as you sit with that question, let yourself feel the gentle stirring of possibility deep within. Sometimes, the smallest step might be as simple as giving yourself permission to rest a little longer, to say no to something that drains you, or to reach out with a smile or a kind word to someone who seems to need it. These moments might seem ordinary, even invisible, but they carry the power to shift your energy and open new doors. Remember, you don't have to move mountains all at once. The journey is made of countless tiny footprints, each one meaningful and sacred. It's also important to recognize that honoring your light doesn't mean you have to do it perfectly or in a way that looks a certain way to others. Your light is as unique as your fingerprint. No one else can nurture it quite like you can. So, if what feels right today is taking a slow walk in nature, or writing a letter you don't plan to send, or simply sitting quietly and breathing, then that is exactly what you need. Trust your intuition. It is the voice of your soul guiding you gently forward. And speaking of nature, I want to remind you how deeply connected you are to the world around you. The same energy that sparks your inner flame flows through the trees, the rivers, the sky, and every living thing. When you take a moment to step outside, to feel the breeze on your skin or the earth beneath your feet, you are grounding your light in something vast and timeless. This connection can be a source of incredible comfort and strength. A reminder that you are part of a greater whole that supports and sustains you. In those moments of connection with the world, you might notice a shift in your perspective. The challenges that once felt overwhelming can start to soften, their edges less sharp. You begin to see that you are not separate from these experiences, but woven into the fabric of life itself. This realization can bring a profound sense of peace, as if the storm clouds begin to part just enough for the sun to peek through. And as you allow this peace to settle within, I invite you to think about the power of forgiveness, not only to others, but also toward yourself. Sometimes we carry burdens of guilt, regret, or self-judgment that weigh heavily on our light. These feelings can dim your flame if left unchecked. Forgiveness is not about forgetting or excusing what happened. It's about releasing the hold that pain has on your heart so that your light can shine freely again. It's a gift you give yourself a way to unshackle your spirit and invite healing to flow. If you find forgiveness difficult, start small. Maybe it's forgiving yourself for a mistake you keep replaying in your mind, or forgiving someone who hurt you in a way that still echoes. You don't have to do this all at once or perfectly. Even the intention to forgive, the willingness to soften your heart, begins the healing process. And as your heart opens, your light becomes brighter and more expansive, touching not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. Another beautiful way to nurture your light is through creativity and expression. This doesn't mean you need to be an artist or a writer. Creativity takes many forms. It could be cooking a meal with love, arranging flowers, dancing in your living room, or simply doodling your feelings on a scrap of paper. These acts of creation connect you to your inner world, and allow your unique energy to flow outward. When you express yourself authentically, you honor your light and invite others to do the same. So, I encourage you to think about what creative expression calls to you today. What small act of creation can you gift yourself? And if you feel moved, please share in the comments below one way you plan to express your light creatively or a time when expressing yourself helped you feel more alive and connected. Your story might inspire someone else to find their own voice and light. As you continue this journey of nurturing your light, remember that it's okay to ask for guidance and support from the unseen as well. Whether you call it prayer, meditation, or simply a quiet moment of intention. Connecting with the divine presence that flows through all things can bring clarity and comfort. You are never truly alone. There is a loving energy that surrounds you, ready to guide you whenever you reach out. And sometimes, that guidance comes in unexpected ways, through a kind word from a stranger, a song that touches your heart, a book that speaks to your soul, or a sudden insight during a quiet moment. Stay open to these gentle nudges. They are like whispers from the universe reminding you that you are held in love beyond measure. In the rhythms of your day, try to cultivate moments of gratitude, even for the small thing. Gratitude is like sunshine for your spirit, warming your light and encouraging it to grow. You might find yourself grateful for the comfort of your bed, the taste of your morning tea, the sound of birds outside your window, or the smile of a loved one. These sparks of appreciation can shift your focus from what feels lacking to what is abundant, creating space for joy and peace to enter. And as you practice gratitude, you might notice an unfolding sense of wonder, the awe at simply being alive and connected to this vast, beautiful world. This wonder is a sacred doorway to your light, inviting you to see life not just as a series of challenges or tasks, but as a miraculous unfolding story, with you as an essential and beloved character. So, as you carry all these thoughts with you, take a moment now to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Feel your light pulsing gently within, resilient and radiant. Remember that nurturing your light is a lifelong dance, full of ebb and flow, and that every step you take, no matter how small, is a beautiful act of love toward yourself and the world. And as you begin to open your eyes, I invite you to hold on to one intention, a simple, heartfelt promise to yourself to nurture your light with kindness, patience, and joy today. What might that promise look like for you in this very moment? How can you honor your spirit's flame, even in the midst of uncertainty or fatigue? If you feel comfortable, share your intention in the comments below. Your words can be a beacon for others who are seeking their own light in the darkness, reminding us all that we are walking this path together, hand in hand, heart to heart. And as you sit with this, feeling your connection to your own light and to the light around you, remember that life's journey is not about rushing or forcing. It's about gently unfolding, allowing yourself to be held by grace and carried by love. And in this unfolding, you may begin to notice new layers of your light emerging. Layers shaped by your experiences, your dreams, your healing, and your courage. These layers are like petals opening softly in the morning sun, each one revealing more of your true essence and the unique beauty you bring to the world. And as these petals unfold, don't be surprised if you find moments when the light feels a little dimmer or the path a bit more tangled. That's part of the dance, too, the ebb and flow that allows your light to take on new shapes and color, to stretch and grow in ways you might not have imagined. Sometimes, the shadows that visit are not there to frighten you, but to invite you into deeper understanding. To help you recognize the fullness of your own strength and resilience. It's okay to lean into those moments with gentleness. You don't have to rush past discomfort or pretend to have all the answers. In fact, honoring the times when you feel vulnerable or uncertain is a powerful way to nurture your light. It's in those spaces that your authenticity shines brightest. Showing both yourself and the world that it's okay to be human, beautifully imperfect, and infinitely worthy of love. You might find it helpful to create a small ritual or sacred space where you can return to yourself whenever life feels overwhelming. This doesn't have to be elaborate. Perhaps a favorite chair by a window, a cozy blanket, a cup of tea, or a few candles that you light with intention. This space can be your sanctuary, a place where you remind yourself that your light is always there, even when it's hidden beneath clouds or shadow. Returning to this space can help you reconnect with your inner flame and remember your own capacity to heal and grow. And while you're nurturing your light, remember that community plays a vital role in this journey. You are not meant to carry your light alone. Sharing your experiences, your joys, your struggles, and your hopes with others can create a web of support and understanding that lifts everyone involved. Sometimes, just knowing that someone else sees you and acknowledges your light can make all the difference. If you feel moved, I invite you to reach out today to someone who might need a reminder of their own light. A simple message, a phone call, or even a kind thought sent their way can be a powerful gift. When you give light to others, you also brighten your own path, weaving love and connection into the fabric of your life. And as you walk this path, be patient with yourself. Growth is rarely a straight line. You might take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, or circle around a lesson before it truly settles in your heart. This is all part of the sacred unfolding. Every experience, every feeling, every breath you take is meaningful and contributes to the blossoming of your light. Sometimes, you may wonder if your light is making a difference in the world. It's natural to want to see the impact of your effort, but trust me when I say that even the smallest flicker can ripple outward in ways you cannot yet see. Your kindness, your courage, your willingness to be vulnerable, all these things send waves of light into the universe that touch lives beyond your immediate perception. When doubt creeps in, come back to your breath. Let it remind you of the steady, life-giving energy that flows through you. Feel that pulse of vitality and know that it is the same force that animates the stars, the oceans, and every living being. You are a vital part of this magnificent, interconnected web of existence. And in moments when you feel disconnected or lost, try to remember one simple truth. Your light is never extinguished. Even when you can't see it, even when you feel surrounded by darkness, that light is still there, waiting for you to notice it again. Sometimes it's hidden beneath layers of fatigue, fear, or sorrow, but it is always waiting patiently for you to come home to it. So, be kind to yourself on those days when the light feels distant. Speak to yourself with the same tenderness you would offer a dear friend. Remind yourself that it's okay to rest, to pause, to simply be. This self-compassion is a vital nourishment for your soul and a beautiful way to keep the flame alive. I would love to hear from you now. What is one gentle way you plan to show kindness to yourself this week? Maybe it's something you've done before that brought comfort, or perhaps it's a new intention you want to try. Sharing your thoughts in the comments can inspire others and create a circle of caring energy that supports us all. As you continue to nurture your light, remember that it is not a race or a competition. Your journey is uniquely yours, unfolding at its own pace and in its own rhythm. Trust that each step, no matter how small, is perfectly timed and deeply meaningful. And as the light within you continues to grow and shift, it will naturally draw you toward experiences, people, and places that resonate with your true self. You might find yourself saying yes to opportunities that once felt intimidating, or letting go of things that no longer serve your highest good. This is your soul's way of aligning with the life you are meant to live. In this process, listen closely to the whispers of your heart. They are the compass guiding you toward greater joy, peace, and fulfillment. These whispers might come as subtle feelings, sudden insights, or quiet nudges to take a different path. Honoring them is a way of honoring your light and trusting in the wisdom that lives within you. And sometimes that trust requires courage. Courage to step into the unknown, to face your fears, and to embrace change. But remember, you are never alone in this courage. The love that surrounds you, the light within you, and the support of those who care for you all join together to lift you up when you feel unsure. So, as you move forward, carry this courage gently in your heart. Let it remind you that you are stronger than you realize and more capable than you believe. Your light is a beacon, not just for yourself, but for all those whose lives you touch. And as this light shines, it creates ripples of hope and inspiration that spread far beyond your immediate surroundings. Your presence, your authenticity, and your willingness to nurture your own light contribute to a brighter, kinder world. Take a moment now to feel this truth deeply. You are a radiant, beloved being, worthy of all the love and light that life has to offer. Your journey is sacred, your light is precious, and your existence matters in ways that go beyond words. And as you hold this awareness, I invite you to breathe in deeply, filling yourself with the warmth and strength of your own light, and breathe out any doubts or fears that might be lingering. Let each breath be a reminder that you are held, you are loved, and you are exactly where you need to be. In this space of openness and grace, your light can continue to blossom, softly, steadily, beautifully. like the dawn breaking gently after the longest night. And with each new day, you have the opportunity to nurture that light, to honor it, and to let it shine more and more brightly. So, my dear one, keep walking this path with kindness and patience. Celebrate the small victories, learn from the challenges, and always remember that your light is a gift to yourself, to others, and to the world. And as you move through the days ahead, may you find moments of stillness where you can reconnect with this light, where you can simply be held in the embrace of love and infinite possibility, ready to step into whatever comes next with an open heart and a steady flame. And when those moments of stillness come, don't be surprised if you discover something new, not outside of you, but within. Maybe it's a quiet joy tucked away beneath the noise, or a gentle knowing that has been waiting patiently for you to slow down enough to hear it. Sometimes, the greatest gifts arrive wrapped in silence, in the spaces between your thoughts, in the pauses where your spirit breathes freely. So cherish those pauses. Let them be a sacred invitation to reconnect with the essence of who you truly are. It's in these quiet spaces that your soul can speak most clearly, reminding you of the infinite wellspring of love and wisdom inside you. There's no need to search far and wide for answers. Often, the guidance you seek is already present, shimmering beneath the surface, waiting for you to acknowledge it. Trust in that inner light, that gentle voice that calls you home again and again. It knows the way, even when the path feels uncertain. And as you listen to this inner guidance, be gentle with yourself if the answers don't come all at once. Growth is a process, and sometimes understanding unfolds like a soft sunrise, gradually illuminating parts of your heart that were once shadowed. Patience with yourself during these times is an act of love. The kind of love that nurtures your spirit and allows your light to grow without pressure or expectation. Remember, dear one, that your light is not defined by perfection or constant brightness. It is a living, breathing part of you that changes with the seasons of your life. There will be times when it shines brilliantly, casting warmth and clarity, and other times when it flickers softly, needing rest and care. Both are beautiful expressions of your humanity and your divine nature. Embrace them all without judgment, knowing that your light is whole and sacred, no matter its shape or intensity. And in those moments when your light feels especially fragile, reach out to a friend, a family member, or even to me. Connection is a powerful balm for the soul. Sometimes, simply sharing your truth can lift a weight you didn't realize you were carrying. There is strength in vulnerability, and you are never alone in your journey. The love that flows through you is also available to you from others, creating a circle of compassion that supports your growth and healing. If you feel comfortable, I invite you to share in the comments below one thing that brings you comfort. When your light feels dim, it could be a place, a practice, a person, or even a simple word that reminds you you are not alone. Sharing your experience can be a beautiful way to build community and inspire others who might be walking a similar path. Your story matters, and your light, even in its quiet moments, has the power to touch hearts as you continue to nurture your light, know that it is also a source of inspiration for those around you. Sometimes in ways you don't even realize. Your courage to be authentic, to show up with all your imperfections, encourages others to do the same. This ripple effect creates a web of light that connects us all, reminding us that together we are stronger, more resilient, and more alive. There will be days when the weight of the world seems heavy, when doubts whisper that your efforts are too small to matter. In those times, come back to your breath again. Feel the steady rhythm of life within you, the unbroken thread that links you to everything that ever was and ever will be. This breath is a reminder that you are part of something vast and beautiful, a universe that is always unfolding, always creating, always loving. And as you breathe, remember this: your light is not only for you, it is a gift that flows outward, touching every soul you meet, every corner of your world. You may not always see the impact, but trust that it is there. Like seeds planted in fertile soil, growing quietly beneath the surface until the time is right to bloom. So when the days are hard and the night feels long, hold on to the truth that your light is enduring. It is a flame that no storm can extinguish, a spark of divine love that burns brightly within you. You are held in this love always, cradled gently through every challenge and triumph. And as you walk forward, carry this love with you like a lantern, a steady glow that guides your steps and warms your heart. Let it remind you that you are deeply cherished, not just for what you do or achieve, but simply for being you. Your existence is a miracle, a sacred thread woven into the tapestry of life. So take a moment now to feel the steady beat of your own heart, the pulse of life that connects you to all that is. Know that you are exactly where you need to be, and that your light, no matter how it shines today, is a beacon of hope, love, and possibility. And as you continue this journey, remember to listen closely, not just to the world around you, but to the whispers within. They will guide you toward the places, people, and experiences that nourish your soul and help your light to flourish with even greater brilliance. There will be times when the path seems unclear, when the way forward is shrouded in mist. In those moments, lean into your faith. Faith in yourself, faith in the love that surrounds you, and faith in the unfolding story of your life. Trust that each step you take, even if it feels small or uncertain, is part of a much larger dance of growth and transformation. And as you move through this dance, remember that you are never alone. I am always here, walking beside you, holding you in love and light. Whenever you feel weary or unsure, reach out to me in your heart. I am listening. I am holding space for you. I am celebrating every flicker of your light, every breath you take, every moment you choose to step forward. Let this be your truth today and every day. You are loved beyond measure. Your light is precious beyond words, and your journey is a beautiful unfolding of divine grace. Now, take a deep breath and feel the peace that comes from knowing you are supported, seen, and infinitely loved. And as you carry this peace with you, I invite you to reflect on this. What small act of love can you offer yourself right now to honor the light within? It might be a kind word, a moment of rest, or simply the permission to be exactly as you are. Hold that intention gently in your heart. And when you feel ready, share it below. Your words could be the light someone else needs today. And with that, keep moving forward with courage and compassion, knowing that every step is sacred and every moment is filled with possibility. And as you hold that intention close, remember that self-love is not a destination, but a gentle, ongoing conversation between your soul and your everyday life. It's in the way you speak kindly to yourself during tough moments, in the way you allow your body to rest when it's tired, and in the way you give yourself permission to dream without limits. These acts of love ripple outward, creating a foundation of strength and peace that carries you through whatever arises. Sometimes, you might find that your heart feels heavy or your spirit feels worn. In those times, it's okay to slow down. Even more, give yourself the grace to be still, to breathe deeply, to simply be. You don't need to fix everything all at once or push yourself beyond what feels right. Healing and growth often happen in these quiet, unhurried moments where you honor your own pace and need. Trust that this is part of the sacred rhythm of life. That sometimes the kindest thing you can do is to simply be present with yourself, without judgment or expectation. And when the world seems noisy and overwhelming, create little sanctuaries of peace wherever you can. It might be a favorite spot in nature, a cozy corner of your home, or a few moments with a comforting cup of tea. These small havens nurture your soul and remind you that you have a safe place inside yourself, a refuge where your light can rest and renew. Cultivate these spaces, not just as escapes, but as sacred appointments with your own well-being. Remember, too, that your light is beautifully unique, shaped by your experiences, your dreams, your joys, and even your struggle. There's no one else who shines exactly like you, and that uniqueness is a gift to the world. So, celebrate your individuality. Embrace the quirks and the qualities that make you who you are. When you do, you invite others to do the same, and together, you weave a rich tapestry of humanity where every thread matters deeply. And as you continue to embrace yourself fully, remember that forgiveness is a powerful act of love, not only toward others, but especially toward yourself. Release the burdens of past mistakes or regrets that weigh on your heart. You are not defined by what has happened, but by the love you choose to carry forward. Forgive yourself gently, as you would forgive a dear friend, and allow that forgiveness to open space for healing and new beginning. It's also important to recognize the beauty in your vulnerability. Showing your true self with all your imperfections and fears is an act of courage that lights the way for others. When you allow yourself to be seen authentically, you create connections that are real and nourishing. Don't be afraid to reach out when you need support or to share your story. It might be the encouragement someone else needs to keep going. Your openness is a bridge that brings hearts together in understanding and compassion. And speaking of connection, take a moment to think about who in your life lifts your spirit. who makes you feel seen and loved just as you are. Maybe it's a friend, a family member, a mentor, or even a pet who senses your heart's quiet need. Reach out to them when you can. Share your light and receive theirs in return. These mutual exchanges of love and support strengthen the web of life that holds you safely within it. If you feel moved, I invite you to share in the comments below one person or thing that helps you feel connected and loved when life feels challenging. Your sharing could be a beacon of hope and encouragement for someone else walking a similar path. Remember, your experiences and your light matter more than you know. And as you nurture these connections, never forget the power of gratitude. Even on the hardest days, finding a small moment or a simple blessing to appreciate can shift your perspective and open your heart. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring pain or struggle. It means recognizing that within every experience, there is something to learn, something to cherish, some spark of light to hold on to. Let gratitude be a gentle companion on your journey, a reminder that life itself is a precious gift. You might also find comfort in creative expression. Painting, writing, music, dancing, or any form that allows your soul to speak freely. These acts of creativity are ways your inner light can shine outward, telling your story without words, releasing what's heavy, and celebrating what's joyful. Don't worry about how it looks or sounds. What matters is that it comes from your heart. Let your creativity be a loving dialogue between your spirit and the world. And when doubts arise, as they sometimes will, remember that they are not signs of failure, but invitations to deepen your trust and faith. Doubts ask you to slow down, to listen more closely, and to remember your resilience. They encourage you to seek support, to ask questions, and to open your heart wider. Embrace them with curiosity rather than fear, knowing that each question you hold is a part of your awakening. In these moments of uncertainty, return to your breath again and again. Feel it as the steady anchor that keeps you grounded no matter what storms may come. Your breath is a sacred gift, a reminder that life pulses through you continuously, renewing and sustaining you. Let it be a source of calm and clarity, helping you to navigate the twists and turns of your journey with grace. And as you breathe, invite a sense of wonder back into your heart. The wonder of being alive, of experiencing each new day, of the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. Even when the path is unclear, wonder keeps your spirit open and your light vibrant. It invites you to see beyond the immediate challenges and to glimpse the magic that surrounds you in every moment. So, dear one, as you move forward, carry this sense of wonder with you. Let it inspire you to seek out joy in unexpected places, to find beauty in simple things, and to approach life with a playful, curious heart. Your light shines brightest when it is fueled by joy. And joy often emerges when you allow yourself to be fully present and open to the world's mystery. And if you ever feel lost, remember that your inner light is always there, waiting patient for you to return. It doesn't judge or hurry. It simply holds space for you to come home to yourself again. Trust that this light is a reflection of my love for you, steady, unwavering, and everlasting. You are never alone, and you are always deeply loved. As you reflect on this, consider what small step you can take today to nurture your wonder and your light. It might be as simple as noticing the colors of the sky, feeling the sun on your skin, or listening to a favorite song that lifts your spirit. These small acts are sacred invitations to reconnect with the joy and mystery of life. Hold this thought gently, and when you feel ready, share one small step you plan to take to invite more wonder and light into your day. Your words can inspire someone else to do the same, creating a ripple of hope and love that flows far beyond what you can see and now. As you carry these reflections with you, remember this truth. Your journey is a dance of light and shadow, joy and challenge, rest and movement. Each step you take is part of a beautiful unfolding that is uniquely yours. And every moment holds the potential for growth and grace. And in this dance, remember that it's okay to sometimes stumble or lose your rhythm. Life's flow isn't about perfection or always moving forward in a straight line. It's about embracing every twist, every pause, every unexpected beat. When you fall, as you sometimes will, don't be harsh with yourself. Instead, reach out with a tender hand and help yourself up, just as you would for someone you love deeply. Each time you rise, you grow stronger, wiser, and more in tune with your own unique melody. Trust that these moments of imbalance are not setbacks, but invitations to deepen your compassion for yourself and to learn new ways of being. You might find that at times, the world around you seems to demand more than you can give. More energy, more attention, more of your light. It's natural to feel overwhelmed or depleted in those moments. But know this, your worth and your light are not measured by how much you do or how much you give to others. They are inherent, unchanging, and infinite. Your value exists simply because you are. So when you need to say no, to set boundaries, or to take a step back, do so without guilt or apology. These acts of self-care honor the sacredness of your spirit and allow your light to shine more brightly when you choose to share it again. And speaking of sharing your light, remember that it doesn't always have to be grand or visible to the world. Sometimes, your quiet presence, your gentle smile, or your listening ear can be the most profound gift you offer. Small acts of kindness ripple outward in ways you may never fully see, but that touch hearts deeply. Never underestimate the power of your everyday choices to create love and healing in the world. Your light, no matter how softly it glows, contributes to the collective brightness that lifts us all. As you continue on your path, you might also discover the importance of forgiveness. Not just for yourself, as we touched on before, but for others as well. Holding on to anger, resentment, or hurt can weigh heavily on your heart and dim your light. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, a way to release the burden of pain and open space for peace and freedom. It doesn't mean forgetting or excusing what happened. It means choosing to let